Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. I am Mary Legend Johnson Alvizo, the reporter of Lesson 17, Conception and Growth. But first, let me read the objectives. At the end of the session, students should be able to enumerate the three stages in intrauterine development, summarize important features during the baby's development inside the mother's womb, and explain the importance of knowing what to expect during pregnancy. So, every mother has a different pregnancy story. The authors conducted short interviews with four first time moms, and each one has their own unique stories. One of them experienced back pain and feeling hot, and the other had morning nausea during the first few weeks of pregnancy. Two of them did not have any early symptoms but experienced a delay in their period. These mothers had also had varied feelings about their pregnancy. One experienced a complication during their pregnancy that made her very anxious and physically ill. Another said that she was not comfortable about how she was feeling, while the other was very excited. The devastation was how the lost mom felt, because she was young and the pregnancy was not planned. These mothers also experienced being choosy with what they eat or had food cravings. While some of them had morning sickness, While all of the while all of this were happening to the mother, more exciting events were happening with the developing baby inside the uterus. Conception. In the middle of woman's menstrual cycle, an ovum is released from one of her ovaries about once in every 28 days. The ovum is drawn to one of the two long, thin structures, the fallopian tubes, the uterus. The spot in a woman's ovary where the ovum was released, now called the corpus luteum, prepares the uterus to receive the fertilized ovum by secreting hormones. In short, conception refers to the process of fertilization. Yes, where a sperm cell and an egg cell unite to form a zygote. This typically occurs within the female reproductive system, o sa mga babae lang, specifically in the fallopian tubes. The zygote will then divide and develop into a fetus over a course of pregnancy. So that is conception. Naintindihan na ba? Gets na. So let's proceed to the stages of intrauterine development. Prenatal development begins right after conception and ends at birth. Within 38 weeks of pregnancy, the new organism undergoes vast changes and is divided into three stages: the germinal stage, the embryonic stage, and last but not least, the fetal stage. So, we will tackle here all about the process sa pagbuo ng mga bata. Baby, rather. Kasi 'di ba hindi talaga mabubuo ang mga bata kapag hindi sila nakaranas ito or hindi sila agi and Bisaya. So it is important to all of you know the stages of the intrauterine development. The first stage, germinal stage, is the shortest of all the stages of prenatal development. It lasts for 2 weeks, beginning from conception until the fertilized ovum called the zygote is implanted into the uterine wall. So yes, so dito kasi sa germinal stage is every hour, nagdi-divide yung mga cells. In just 1 hour, a cell is divided into two, and after day one, just hours, it divided into 16 to 17 cells, and when 4 days come is, um, magdi-divide yung cells into 60 to 70 cells. So, it includes the creation of zygote, continued cell division, and attachment of the zygote to the uterine wall. So dito sa germinal stage is may dalawang cell, which is blastocyst and trophoblast. Here in blastocyst, it is the inner layer of cells. It develops later into embryo. And trophoblast is the outer layer of cells, provides nutrition and support the embryo. So that is the germinal period, and that is why the germinal period is the shortest period kasi nga 2 weeks lang siya mabubuo. In just 2 weeks, it will form into baby. So let's proceed to the embryonic stage. The embryonic stage starts from the moment the developing organism is implanted in the uterus to about 8 weeks of pregnancy. During this time, the embryo undergoes rapid prenatal changes. Yes, during the first week of the stage, the embryonic disc forms three layers of cells: the ectoderm, mesoderm, and the endoderm. We will tackle this. Nataka na natin to sa eduk 1 natin. So, let's proceed. The ectoderm will later become the nervous system and skin of the embryo. The mesoderm will develop into muscles, skeleton, circulatory system, and other internal organs. Lastly, the endoderm will form into embryo's digestive system, lungs, urinary tract, and glands. The nervous system develops the fastest, and around 3.5 weeks, the brain will start to develop, causing the top of embryo to swell. The heart will begin to pump blood, and the muscles, backbone, ribs, and digestive tract will begin to emerge as the nervous system continues to develop. So, the curled embryo is about 1/4 inch long at the end of 4 weeks, according to Berg 2013. So, dito na mabubuo yung mga bata. As in, bata na. 'Di ba? Kasi in first week, maliit pa kasi yan sila. They're small like, oo, ganito. And, dito sa embryonic stage, ang differentiate ng cell intensities. Life support system for the embryo develop and organs appear. So, dito sa embryonic stage, meron tayo tinatawag dito ng organogenesis, which is the process of organ formation during first 2 months of prenatal development. Yes. So, mabubuo na dito mga organs sa mga bata. And then, may tatlong layers dito na tinatawag na endoderm, ectoderm, and mesoderm. So, ang inner layer of the cell is the endoderm, which becomes the digestive and respiratory systems. The ectoderm naman is the outermost layer of the cell. Becomes the nervous sensory receptors rather, and skin parts. Ang mesoderm is the middle layer. Develops into circulatory, skeletal, muscular, and excretory and reproductive system. As the three layers of embryo form, the support systems for embryo develops rapidly. So ano nga ba yung support system na nagde-develop? There are three support systems: the placenta, umbilical cord, and the amnion or amniotic sac. So, dito sa placenta, it is a support system that consists of disc-shaped group of tissues in which small blood vessels from mother and the offspring intertwine but do not join. Yes. So, sa umbilical cord, contains two arteries and one vein that connect the baby to the placenta. And last is the amnion or amniotic sac. Is a bag or envelope that contains a clear fluid in which the developing embryo floats. So, kasi 'di ba ang placenta, nakaumbok kasi yan, nakaumbok. So, that is the disc shape, and then the umbilical cord, yan yung nagsusuporta sa siya ng bata at sa ina. And the amniotic sac is yan yung it's like supot ng bata. So, gets na. Gets na. Let's proceed sa fetal period or fetal stage. Fetal stage, the last stage. This stage is the longest prenatal period, because it covers the ninth week to the end of pregnancy. So ninth week up to 40th week. The fetus at this stage is expected to further develop the already formed organs and to increase in size and weight. So yes, significant changes in all organs systems happen in terms of growth and refinement. Information functioned by this. In fact, all organ systems are now slightly functioning and will continue to increase. Their purpose, the skeletal structure is fully present and, together with the muscles, continues to strengthen, which results in a vigorous movement. So, dito sa prenatal stage is my between 17 to 20 weeks, the fetus will be big enough for the mother to feel the movement. So, dito na mafe-feel ng mga mother ang paggalaw ng kanilang mga bata. So, during this stage, the fetus undergoes significant growth and development. and its organs mature and begin to function. The fetus sex is also determined during this stage and begins to move and respond to external stimuli. The fetus weight and size increase significantly during the third trimester and it prepares for birth. So that is the fetal stage. So the prenatal stages of development are critical in determining a fetus' health and well-being. The germinal stage establishes the foundation for the fetus growth and development, while the embryonic stage forms the major organs in the body systems. The fetal stage is the final stage during which the fetus organs mature and prepare for birth. Each stage has its unique characteristics and can significantly impact the fetus growth and development. That's all. Thank you.